In this next example, we're going to use the Pythagorean theorem to show if a triangle is a right triangle, okay? So the key here is to know which side is going to be your hypotenuse. We know that the hypotenuse of a triangle, of a right triangle, is always going to be the longest side. So 7 and 8, we already have those values, but if you don't know what the square root of 113 is, that's okay. Let's just find out what it is. So the square root of 113 is 10.63. So we can for sure say that this, in our Pythagorean theorem, this is going to be our hypotenuse or our C value. Maybe it could be our hypotenuse, but we're going to find out. So if this is our C value, 8 is going to be our A value, and 7 will be our B value. Now let's just set this up as an equation now. So A squared plus B squared equals C squared. And then let's go ahead and substitute these values. So 8 squared plus 7 squared equals the square root of 113 squared. Okay, so remember, if this statement is true, then we have a right triangle. So let's see if both of the sides will equate to each other. So 8 squared is just going to be 64. 7 squared is going to be 49. And then the square root of 113 squared is just 113. Because square roots and squareds, they cancel each other out. They are the inverses of each other, okay? So now let's go see if 64 plus 49 equals 113. Okay, 64 plus 49. It does equal 113. So since this statement is true, we have... Oh, that's just a right angle, sorry. I'll just say we have a right triangle. Yay! Okay, that's awesome. Okay, let's go try out B then. So again, A squared plus B squared equals C squared. 4 root 95. It kind of looks like it's going to be the hypotenuse, but let's find out just to make sure that this is the longest side. Square root, so 4 times the square root of 95 is 38.98, which is longer than both of these sides. Perfect, so that's what we want. This is going to be our C value, and then we'll make 15 our A and then 36 our B value. Now let's go ahead and substitute these values. So A squared is now going to be 15 squared plus 36 squared equals 4 root 95 squared. Cool. I don't know these at the top of my head. So 15 squared is going to give us 225. 36 squared is going to give us 1,296. And then this is the tricky thing right over here. So 4 root 95 squared is the same thing as 4 root 95 times 4 root 95. If we wanted to do this, then coolness, great. I'm just going to use the calculator to solve for this. But let's do it both ways. So 4 root 95, we're going to multiply what's outside of the radical together, and then we'll multiply what's inside the radical together. So 4 times 4 is going to give us 16. And then the square root of 95 times the square root of 95 is what? 95 times 95 equals 9,024. Sorry, 9,025. I'm going to bet you $5,000 that the square root of 9,025 is 95. Let's see. What is the square root of 9,025? It is 95. So what this basically is just 16 times 95. And what is 16 times 95? 1,520. Oops. Let's see if it's the same thing on Desmos, okay? So 4 root 20, oh, sorry, root 95. Goodness gracious. No, someone buy me Zoom Pro. Just kidding, the school should. Squared, I bet you it's gonna be 1,520. Boom, 1,520. Okay, cool. So 225 plus 1,296 is going to equal 1,520. All right, let's see if this is true then. And if it is true, then we have a right angle. 225 plus, sorry, a right triangle. 1,296 equals 1,521. Is that the same thing? It is not. Therefore, not a right triangle. Boom, boom. It's not. Okay, that's it. Bye.